If someone is telling you that you are doing too much, what do we say? Thank you. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. And you keep your foot on the gas. With everything that we're doing to make ourselves better, it's going to produce a change in you. With that change may come the infamous,
"You're doing too much."
The people who typically say this, they don't do enough. If you were to respond in such a manner that stated, well, sweetie, you're not doing enough, now you're the problem. You pointing out the fact that they are not doing enough ruffles feathers. What was saying that you're doing too much supposed to do to you? They don't care how it lands with you. They care how things land with them. If ever you feel guilty about doing too much, like people are calling it out, people are noticing, which is a good thing, right? You are producing good results. I don't want that to divert you from the path you're on, the good path you're on, to improve yourself, because someone from the peanut gallery, I think they call it, is saying that you're doing too much, when you know deep down inside of you, they are not doing enough. So there. You know how many times I have limited myself, put myself on pause, on hold, so that someone else could catch up to me. I think it may be homework time. I think it may be time, okay, to log these people who either say out of their mouths or insinuate with their actions, their looks, their stares, their gawks. You need to notate who they are. You need to notate the areas, because maybe you have to ask follow-up questions. Don't just let them say you're doing too much. Ask, what do you mean by that? Where? How so? Say you're going back to school. Say you're getting in that gym. Whatever area it is, 9 times out of 10, it's an area they're sleeping in. Self-growth, right? Your internal healing, all of those things. They're not doing the work. You are. You're starting to glow as a result, as you should. Now they're mentioning it, hoping you stop. Are you going to stop? Are you going to turn yourself down, put yourself on pause, as I used to, so that they can, I hate to even say catch up, because in many instances, they don't plan to catch up. They just don't want you to leave them behind. They are not going to do what is necessary to get to the space where you are right now, and they know that. So they are hoping that by mentioning that you're doing too much or insinuating,
"This is a lot,"
you will feel self-conscious and you will stop yourself so you don't leave them. It's manipulation. It is manipulation, because what type of relationship is this where the only way it's, in your eyes, productive, healthy, something you approve of, is if I hold myself back in life, is if I show up at 2% in my own life, is that I never do anything meaningful, is that I never apply myself at 1000%. This is not a relationship I need to be in. I have a personal saying that if I have to shrink to be your friend, I will pass. I've been there where I've shrunk so much, I basically disappeared, and it still wasn't small enough. I don't want that to be you. So, if someone is telling you that you are doing too much, what do we say? Thank you. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. And you keep your foot on the gas. I know we talked about it in another course, another video about finding your people. How's that going? I'm checking in because when you find your people, you will notice they are not going to badger you about improving yourself, because they are also taking steps to improve themselves. Imagine that. If you continue to hang around the wrong people who don't apply themselves in any area of life, you will believe their philosophy that you're doing too much when they are doing absolutely nothing. So anything is going to be too much. Do what is necessary to place yourself in the right spaces in life. And naturally, you will stop apologizing for your progress. Progress is to be expected. It is expected that you progress in life. Think about school. Could you imagine you're 18 years old in the first grade? No one expects that. You are supposed to progress through the grades. Hello. I don't even like talking about these people too long because they give me the ick. It's the slothfulness for me. You never improve. Nothing is ever better. There's always a problem. You're always cynical. Everything is negative. I can't. I cannot. I can't. If you find it challenging to move around, right? Sometimes it's like that. Let me point out some of the reasons that may be. We often will seek out a way to remedy the past. We'll seek out ways to fix relationships through new people in our present that resemble those from our past because we couldn't get it right with them back there. So let me try again with you. Different person, same traits. How's that going? Because I know when I was trying to do it, I was on a merry-go-round. Just different faces, different names, same traits. Until I made note of those traits. And I made it my mission to stay far away from people with those traits. Another way is allowing people to re-enter your life. The same person, allowing them to re-enter, hoping that this time it'll be better. This time it'll be right. This time they've got it. This time they want it to work. There's a saying that a tiger does not change its stripes, meaning a tiger is going to be a tiger. Okay, meaning that whoever that person is going to continue to be who that person is. Just let it go. There are other people in the world. There are billions of people in the world, and we get so hung up on this little handful of people. That's a scarcity mindset. Like, we really don't believe that there's more. We really don't believe that there are other people out there in the world. This certain set of people are the only people that exist. Come on. And 9 times out of 10, those are the people who will say you're doing too much because they've known you forever. Because there's a version of you that they're very acquainted with that they do not want to change. They don't want you to change ever. And you can try and slow pace it too. I've been there where I try and trickle in the success in hopes that it's a little more palatable. Don't do that either. Full throttle. Why not? You have one life. You may not live until tomorrow. Who knows? Are you really going to proceed through your life at a snail's pace in hopes that someone who isn't moving at all is okay with your progress? All in hopes that they don't say you're doing too much. Why are those words so terrifying to us? Why are they so threatening to us that you're doing too much? So what? Says every loser. Says every loser in life, you're doing too much. I am sure there are millionaires and billionaires out there who are not saying that someone is doing too much. They may even say you're not doing enough. Something else is like, you'll downplay your success. You can't even be proud of yourself. You can't even have a celebratory moment because you don't want to do too much. You don't want to rub it in people's faces. You are around the wrong people. You should not have to police yourself like that. You should be able to celebrate your success. That's the point of it. It is a success. What does success mean? What does success even mean? The accomplishment of an aim or purpose. You accomplished something. That took work. That took dedication. That took commitment. That took time. It took effort, energy, resources. And you can't clap for yourself? Or it's too much if you clap. You're around the wrong people. It sounds like you're around a bunch of losers. They are unfamiliar with celebrating because it sounds like they have had nothing to celebrate. They have had no success. So it's foreign to them. So that is why they are saying you are doing too much, because you are in terrain they have never encountered. That is not your problem, sweetie. Homework. We are writing down these people's names. We are writing down the ways and areas they have called you out, either straight out or subliminally, right? About doing too much. Also list what would happen if you were to throttle down. If they're saying you're doing too much, you're going to the gym Monday through Friday, you're a gym girly now. You're a gym bro. Like, you are them in the gym. Go, girl. You are that person. Yeah. If you were to throttle that down and stop going, because 5 days a week, you're doing too much. Or if you just go 1 day a week, whatever the case, you're not full throttle anymore. You dial it back a bit. What would happen? Because I want us to get to a place where they say something, do something, look a certain way. It goes in one ear, out the other. You pay them no mind. It needs to be in black and white so that we can see it. The people that are saying that you're doing too much, right? And the areas in which they are saying you are doing too much, and what would happen if you follow their lead and dial it back in those areas that you're doing too much. I want you to see it. I want you to look at it, because it seems to me that they are trying to set you up for failure and regression. Let's use the example of the gym girly bro situation. You're in there 5 days a week. You are getting it in. Body is tea. You are goals. Listening to them, you're going to dial it back a bit and just go once a week. Guess who's going to start packing on the pounds? So that's where they want you. When someone is saying you're doing too much, read between the lines. You're not doing too much. We've already established that. They're not doing enough. They're not doing enough, and or they're not doing anything. You don't listen to those people. People who are actually progressing and succeeding in life, those words will never come out of their mouths because they know the steps it took to get to where they are, and it was too much. Okay, it was a lot, but they are used to that lifestyle and that form of discipline and commitment. And that is who you are. So you continue down the yellow brick road of where you're going, and you pay them no mind. Too much. Wow. The things people say out of their mouths in hopes you take it. And you dwell on it and you chew on it and you roll it over in your mind like, well, gosh, is it too much? Am I doing too much? Should I dial it back a bit? Maybe I am going too hard. Only Satan plants seeds of doubt. Remember that. We are done here, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Until I see you on our next one, you take care of yourself. Bye.